Welcome back, everyone, to another deep dive.
Yeah.
This time,
Hmm.
we're looking at something a little bit different.
Oh,
We are exploring the Love Ireland newsletter.
interesting.
Yeah, so this is a newsletter that comes out pretty frequently,
Okay.
and it's just packed with a bunch of different things about Ireland,
Like
like
what?
travel tips and stories about culture, and
Uh-huh.
it really just gives you a good sense of Irish charm, I think.
Right. And it's more than just your typical travel newsletter, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you really get a glimpse into like
You really do.
the heart of Irish culture, like how traditions are evolving and,
Mm-hmm.
you
And the
know,
challenges, too, right?
yeah, the challenges the country is facing, like,
Yeah,
how Brexit is impacting tourism.
that's right. Yeah, there's a lot in here that surprised me.
Oh, yeah.
Like this story about Shea Bradley.
Okay.
He decided to play a prank at his own funeral.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he like pre-recorded a message that made it sound like he was trying to escape from his coffin.
No way.
Yeah, it was really funny.
I mean,
It's dark humor,
yeah,
but, you know,
that's very Irish.
it is very Irish.
Yeah. Like funerals, they're often like a celebration.
They are a way to kind of
Right.
remember the good times and,
Yeah.
ease the grief a little bit.
It makes you think, though, right?
It does.
About how different cultures approach,
Yeah.
even like the most serious things.
Absolutely.
But, this newsletter isn't all funeral jokes and pranks.
Right.
There's also a heartwarming story about
Okay.
a 96-year-old American man
Wow.
who returned to his homeland in Tipperary
Really?
after all these years. Yeah.
That's incredible.
It is, and it really shows how important family and heritage are in Irish culture.
Yeah, it really does. And I wonder what that must be like
Yeah,
to return to your roots after so long.
absolutely. So let's dive into the newsletter itself.
Okay.
I want to talk about the structure a bit.
One thing that really stood out to me was the travel quizzer section.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What did you think of that?
Well, it's interesting because it's not just trivia, right?
Right.
Like the questions they choose actually tell you a lot about what they consider important for visitors to know
Yeah.
about Ireland.
Yeah.
It's like a subtle way to educate people and make them curious.
I agree. And then there's the at the bar section.
Okay.
This week it featured The Wild Rover.
Oh, yeah.
You might think it's just a drinking song,
Right.
but it's actually like a cautionary tale
It is.
about the dangers of...
Yeah, the pitfalls of a life of drinking and wandering.
Exactly.
It's fascinating how they weave that kind of social commentary
It is.
into a section about pub culture.
It adds a whole other layer to it.
It does. And then we have Irish food you will love.
Okay.
This time it was all about Irish stew.
Classic.
Yeah, and they didn't just give a recipe.
Right.
They talked about the history and regional variations of Irish stew.
Really showcasing the depth of Irish cuisine.
The diversity too, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So much more than people think.
Okay, so we've talked about the free content,
Mm-hmm.
but there's also a premium version.
Right, and that's where it gets really interesting.
Tell me more.
Well,
They describe it as like having your own personal Irish tour guide.
aha.
What do you think of that?
It sounds pretty great.
They offer like in-depth regional guides,
Nice.
exclusive articles, beautiful photography, highlighting hidden gems.
Wow.
It seems like they're really targeting travelers who want a more curated and authentic experience.
Yeah, something beyond the usual tourist trap.
Exactly, and they're not shy about promoting it.
Are they not?
No, they sprinkle little teasers throughout the newsletter,
Oh, yeah.
highlighting the benefits of upgrading.
Smart.
It's like they're saying, hey, if you like this taste,
Right.
imagine what the full meal is like.
It's a smart strategy for sure.
It is. They give you a little taste.
Yeah.
And then they're like, but wait, there's more.
Come for the funeral pranks.
Yeah, exactly.
Stay for the in-depth cultural insights and hidden travel gems.
That's it. That's the tagline.
Perfect.
And that's not all.
There's more.
There's more. They also have an around the web section
Okay.
where they curate articles from all over.
Interesting. Yeah, so this around the web section is really cool because it gives us a broader perspective on things happening in Ireland.
Yeah.
Like it touches on dining recommendations, upcoming concerts,
Yeah.
even the impact of Brexit on tourism.
Yeah, speaking of Brexit, there's an article in here about how the new ETA rules
Oh, yeah.
are like disrupting cross-border travel between Ireland and Northern Ireland.
Oh, wow.
It's a good reminder that travel isn't always just about leisure.
Yeah.
you know?
Right. It's intertwined with politics, too.
Yeah, exactly. And like the open border has been so important
It has.
for peace and reconciliation on the island.
Mm.
But these new travel requirements are adding a layer of like
Yeah.
bureaucracy and
Well, no.
uncertainty.
It's a complex issue for sure.
It is. And the newsletter actually highlights
What does it say?
how this is kind of threatening the all-Ireland tourism model,
Oh, really?
which promotes the island as like a single destination.
Right.
It makes you wonder about the future of tourism in a post-Brexit world.
Yeah. Will travelers be deterred by these extra steps?
Right.
Or will they still come because of, how much Ireland has to offer?
Yeah, it's something to think about.
It is.
But on a brighter note,
Okay.
there's an article about the rise in overseas visitor spending in Ireland,
Oh, interesting.
which suggests that tourism is booming.
Yeah, it's interesting that they included that. It seems like they're acknowledging the challenges, but also
Oh, yeah.
showcasing how resilient the Irish tourism industry is.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting too.
Yeah.
And it's not just Dublin that's attracting visitors.
Oh, really?
No, there's this great piece about County Westmeath,
Okay.
which is often overlooked by tourists.
I've never been.
Yeah, it's described as a place where you can experience the rich tapestry of history, natural beauty, and vibrant culture.
Wow.
Yeah,
That sounds amazing.
it does. And I like that they highlight these lesser-known areas
Me too.
because it encourages travelers to go beyond the typical tourist trail, you know?
Yeah, to discover those hidden gems.
Yeah, exactly. And for music lovers,
Yes.
there's an article about upcoming concerts in Northern Ireland in 2025.
Oh, cool.
It's like they're saying there's always something happening in Ireland.
Won't matter your interests.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But let's get back to the premium content for a second.
Okay.
They do such a good job of enticing you to upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
Like one line that stood out to me was, if you are one of our loyal free subscribers, you're already experiencing the magic of Ireland through our weekday newsletters. But did you know there's even more to explore?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then they offer a sneak peek into one of their premium Sunday newsletters
Okay.
titled Explore County Dublin, home of Molly Malone.
County Dublin.
Yeah.
A classic. And Molly Malone is so iconic.
Yeah, it's a strategic choice for sure.
Yeah, it is. It makes you want to learn more.
It does. And they don't just focus on the big picture either.
Right.
They provide practical information too.
Like what?
Like they recommend a specific power adapter
Oh, that's helpful.
that works in Ireland, the UK, and Scotland.
Oh, it's good to know.
Yeah, and they highlight experiences that are likely to sell out in 2025.
Okay.
And they're like, plan ahead.
Yeah, that's smart.
It creates a sense of urgency,
Right.
but it's also providing a valuable service.
Totally.
And then to further inspire wanderlust,
Uh-huh.
they have a from social media section
Okay.
showcasing beautiful photos and videos from people who are currently in Ireland.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's a way to tap into that user-generated content,
Hmm. Right.
make Ireland feel more tangible and accessible.
It makes you want to book a flight right now.
It does. It makes you want to grab your phone and scroll through travel hashtags.
I know.
It's really impressive how much they pack into each newsletter, like history, culture,
Yeah.
food, practical travel tips.
It's like a one-stop shop for all things Ireland.
It is, and they've definitely found a successful formula,
They have.
like entertainment education and a little bit of marketing savvy.
Yeah.
You can tell that they're passionate about Ireland.
Yeah, their enthusiasm is contagious.
Speaking of contagious enthusiasm,
Yeah.
they have a link to their Love Ireland channel on YouTube,
Oh, wow.
where they delve even deeper into Irish culture.
That's cool. So they're branching out into other forms of media.
Yeah, they're building a whole ecosystem
Smart.
around their love for Ireland.
I like it.
And then, of course, we have Irish food you will love.
Of course.
This week it focused on making the perfect Irish stew.
Oh, delicious.
I know, and I love how they connect food to culture.
Me too.
Like, they provide the recipe, but they also talk about the history and significance of Irish stew.
Right. It's more than just a meal.
Exactly. And they even have a link to their Love Ireland cooking channel
Oh.
for those who want to explore more recipes.
So we've got the newsletter, the YouTube channel, the cooking channel.
Yeah, it's amazing.
What's next? A theme park.
Maybe? But it's impressive how they've created this multimedia experience.
It is. They're not just telling you about Ireland.
Right.
They're inviting you to experience it.
Yeah, through all your senses.
It's a very holistic approach.
It is. And then to end on a lighthearted note,
Okay.
there's the Craig section.
Uh-huh.
This time it features a story called The Last Check.
I haven't read that one yet. What's it about?
I don't want to give too much away,
Okay.
but it involves a clever twist
Uh-huh.
and a good dose of Irish humor.
Classic.
It's a good reminder that the Irish have a unique way of looking at life,
They do.
finding humor in unexpected places.
I like that.
Yeah, and it's a perfect way to end the newsletter on a high note.
It is.
Leaves you with a smile.
And a sense of warmth.
Yeah, but remember those subtle nudges to upgrade to the premium content?
Oh, yes. The masterminds at work.
They consistently remind readers that the daily newsletter is free,
Right.
but for a small fee, you can unlock a treasure trove of additional content.
Yeah. And they make it sound so appealing.
They do, like they say, consider buying us a pint and upgrading to get all the goodies.
That's clever.
It feels personal, you know?
It does.
Like you're supporting real people.
Not a faceless corporation.
Exactly. And they even have a referral program.
Oh, nice.
Encourage readers to share the love of Ireland with friends and family.
That's smart.
It is a win-win.
Yeah, you get to share something you enjoy,
Mm-hmm.
and you get rewarded for it.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
a good way to build a community.
Yeah, and expand their reach.
It all comes back to their passion for Ireland.
It does.
They're not just selling a product.
Wait,
They're sharing a part of themselves.
I agree, and they're doing it in a way that's engaging, informative, and
Yeah.
entertaining.
It's no wonder they have such a loyal following. It's not. So we've spent this whole episode unpacking the Love Ireland newsletter, and I gotta say, I'm impressed.
Yeah, me too. It's not just travel tips and pretty pictures.
It's not.
It's like a carefully curated experience, you know?
Yeah.
Really captures the essence of Ireland, I think.
I agree. They do a good job of balancing, like, the fun stuff with the insightful stuff.
Yeah, the practical advice with the cultural celebration.
Yeah, like they bottled the cray and delivered it straight to your inbox.
That's a good way to put it.
So what can we as listeners take away from all this?
Well, if you've ever thought about going to Ireland, or if you have any connection
Yeah.
through family or music or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
this newsletter is a great way to connect more with that.
It is. And even if you haven't really thought about Ireland before,
Yeah.
this might change your mind.
It might. They showcase so much diversity, you
Yeah.
know,
They do.
cities, countryside, history, culture.
It's all in there.
It's all in there, and it's a good reminder that travel is more than just sightseeing.
It's about immersing yourself in a new way of life.
Yeah, connecting with people.
You're making memories.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Love Ireland newsletter gives you a taste of that.
It does, whether you're planning a trip or just looking for some Irish charm.
Yeah, so if you want to connect with Ireland, I definitely recommend checking it out.
Yeah, and if you really want to go deep,
Mm-hmm.
treat yourself to that premium content.
Do it like having a personal guide whispering secrets in your ear.
I like that.
That's it for our deep dive into the Love Ireland newsletter.
That's all she wrote.
Thanks for joining us.
Until next time.
Keep exploring and keep diving deep.